This video will show you how to bleed the brake system on this Toyota Corolla. The master cylinder is located along the driver's side of your engine compartment. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. The first thing we want to mention is you want to have several pints of clean .3 or .4 brake fluid and some parts cleaner. Now the first thing we want to do is make sure that all the bleeder screws on each one of our brakes opens as it should. Otherwise, you might have to replace another braking component. After inspecting all those, we need to make our way back under the hood. We're looking for the master cylinder along the driver's side of the engine compartment. Let's gain access to the cap. For that, you can remove your seal up along the top here. We'll just go ahead and pull that in one direction or the other. It has several locking clips. We don't need to go too far here. That exposes our protective panel. It has two locking tabs. Squeeze them in and pull this up and out of place. Clean along the top of the master cylinder so you're sure that nothing will fall inside of it. You even need to pay attention up along this plastic cowl. After you've cleaned that area, we're going to remove our brake master cap. With that out of place, inside of the master cylinder, you're going to find that you have a small screen. We're going to want to remove that. For this, I'm just using an angled pick. We'll see if we can work it out of position. Go and see if we can pull that up and out of there. Set that aside. The next thing we need is a fluid extractor and a collection receptacle for all that fluid. Let's remove as much fluid as possible from inside the master cylinder. Now that we've removed as much fluid as possible from inside that master cylinder, we can reinstall our screen in this area. Just press it in there as far as possible. We've got our brand new clean .3 brake fluid. Go ahead and top off that master cylinder. We'll reinstall the cap. Now that we have the master topped off with brand new brake fluid, we made our way to the right rear brakes, or passenger side rear. We're going to start the bleeding sequence here. Now for the bleeding sequence, we're going to start at the passenger side rear, and then we're going to move to the driver's side front, diagonally. After we've bled that brake, we have to make our way up to the master cylinder, and we're going to check and top off that fluid. Once we've completed that, we're going to the driver's side rear, and then to the passenger side front. Once we've completed those two brakes, we're back up at the master cylinder. Now you can do this with a hose, you can use a small pan if necessary, whatever's best for you. This is going to be easiest if you have a second person to bleed the brakes. The person inside the vehicle is going to pump up the brake pedal till it feels nice and firm, approximately 3 to 5 times. They're going to hold it and let me know. While they're holding it, I'm going to open up the bleeder screw and fluid will come out of the bleeder screw. Once the fluid stops, I'm going to close the bleeder screw and I'm going to ask them to pump again. After it's firm, we're going to repeat this process several times until we know that we have only clean brake fluid making its way out of the system. Go ahead and pump up the brake pedal, please. I've got my hose on here. You should be able to see some fluid make its way out. Go ahead and pump. Go ahead and pump. You can release. Now at this point, I saw several times that I had only clean brake fluid making its way out of the system. Obviously, you want to continue this process until you've confirmed the same. Assuming you have, go ahead and remove your apparatus and clean up the mess in this area. Now as for the left front brakes, for the bleeder screw, we're going to be using an 8mm. We have our collection receptacles here so we can collect and recycle that fluid. We'll get this all in place. Go ahead and pump up the brakes, please. Go ahead and pump. That's looking good. Go ahead and pump. All right, just one more time here. This is looking good. Now, just like before, repeat this process as many times as necessary to confirm that you have only clean brake fluid making its way out and definitely no air. After you've completed that, go ahead and clean up your mess, reinstall your bleeder screw cover. We're making our way up to the master cylinder next. All the brakes have been bled. Remove your master cylinder cap, and we can continue on topping off that fluid all the way up to the maximum line. Once you're sure it's topped off, reinstall your cover, clean any mess. We can install our cover on this area. Listen for an audible click. Reinstall your protective seal. You can see all of our small hooks here. Looking along the bottom of the seal, there's circular ports. Just go ahead and stretch it as necessary to slide it into position. Okay, friend, we finished bleeding our brakes. The torque for all of the wheels will be 76 foot-pounds. After you've completed that, you want to make sure that you pump up your brake pedal till it's firm and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.